All right, hello and welcome to an actual league now. We did an earlier video where I talked about the basics of getting into Magic Online and getting into Amulet specifically. How to play Amulet, how to work with the interface in order to get the most out of your actions and to make your actions more efficient. And now we're going to go ahead and play League. I'm glad I broke out the second TV. I can watch him. I can do MTGO and watch Friend. That's good value, Staffs. That's just good value right there. You're basically getting a 2-for-1 right there. Something fell. I have no idea what fell. Weird. 2-for-1. I'm beating Dredge on a multi 5. Easy. Easy. Alright, round 1. Come on, cowards. Come at me. They just don't want to face the boat. They don't want to get boated. Oh, we have to ship this hand. This is not good enough. On the play. Could I have some lands, please? Could I have some lands? Unfortunately, I don't think we can keep this one either. We can keep this one, however. And we will. And I think we're going to bottom... I think I have to bottom the cavern. Actually, no. I think I'm just going to bottom the castle. Oh, we have 2 cards to bottom. Oh, shit. Okay, so what's the plan? We have to draw lands. If I go turn 1 Amulet. No, I think I'm going to bottom the cavern. And we have to draw a bounce land. And we can still potentially turn 3 Titan. I guess I'm gonna actually bottom the Vesuva here. And if we draw a bounce land, yeah, that's the plan. We can draw a bounce land and potentially turn 3 a Titan with this hand. When I kept 7, must be nice. Must be nice to keep 7. All right, if we draw a bounce line, a green bounce line, we win this game easy. You know what they say? Fuck Tron, indeed. Hashtag whitelisted, etc., blah, 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 blah. God damn it, me indeed. Good times, good times. They could have Tectonic Edge. but I can't beat Tectonic Edge. There's no way they have Tectonic Edge, right? There's no way ever they have Tectonic Edge. Yeah, that's just not a thing. That is just not a thing. Yeah, and this is what I was talking earlier. Remember when I was talking about how to like change the stops on your opponent's side? You see that I'm clicking over here. Boom. Now we have a stop on the draw step. Now we don't. Now we do. Okay, and this is because it's unlocked. Even if it's locked, you can still right click and you can change the stop anyway, you see? But I like it to be unlocked. We're good. I would draw EE there. I mean, but you see how much better it was to actually draw the bounce line instead of the EE, right? So drawing the bounce line was definitely the correct line. Let's do more damage. I have not had enough fun. I have not had enough fun just yet. So I'm gonna go ahead and just have a little bit more. Just a little bit more. Oh man. Opponent didn't let me. One pact. One piece with him. We might want a Rexager Force. We're gonna see. We can cut. There's so much burn to do today, holy hell. Just play Amulet. Farm some burn. Just farm some burn. Ton of dredge as well. I see a lot of good news for us. You know what's good news for us too? This hand right here. This hand right here is good news for us. Been playing Gruul all day? Well, maybe that's your problem. That doesn't do it. That doesn't do it, chat. God damn it. God damn it, I can't kill my opponent on turn 2. You might want to introduce new players to mulligan decisions. I made an entire video on that. So it's already covered in YouTube. Simply impossible, says my opponent. I don't understand. Like, they had a turn 3, and their turn 3 was redundant Tron piece into Oblivion Stone. Like, they're just not moving it correctly. They kept 6. Being a long-term lurker on YouTube, it's awesome to actually tune in to stream. I don't even like Amulet. I just thank you so much, Funny Bun. Thank you so much, and welcome to the stream. Glad that you are enjoying my content. I appreciate it a lot. Just your first part of the stream, just to add to MTG economy, if you're looking to play only one format, or you consider yourself sort of one deck, one trick pony kind of guy, like I'm in Modern, buying the deck whole and not using rental services can be more profitable. I agree with that. Yeah, you're right. I did not talk about that. That was just an oversight. I think this hand is better than it looks, but it depends a lot on what I'm paired against. I am on the draw, however. Should have gotten DQ from the top. That was the line. Oh, I misplayed then. How do you deal with Sandering Titan in Tron? You just don't play your Dryad. It's pretty straightforward. If you don't play your Dryad, Sandering Titan does literally nothing. Since it's a one-time purchase and you can keep up with the additions. Yeah, exactly. It feels like he didn't have turn 3 turn. Oh, okay. That makes sense, Larry Legend. Hey, Aaron. Good afternoon. I think I'm actually going to ship this. We're totally going to get paired against Burn, and that hand was excellent against Burn, but I think that we can do better. I like this hand, though, because this is going to find an Amulet. Easy. Marcos EDF, thank you so much for the 4th month in a row with the tier 1 subscription. I appreciate the support. Thank you, Marcos. Hey, Magus, how's it going? Yo, I thought that your quest was for people who 4-1 or better. I didn't know that you had to actually get published. That sounds impossible to do. Just absolutely impossible. Okay, so next turn I can Karn, so I think I'm going to just Steering Strike here. They want a mana leak this, that's good. That's 1 mana leak less that I need to worry about. Alright, cool. So next turn we can Karn and we can set up a Titan for the following turn. And red being as good as it is, 5-0 easy. Also, the framework behind this, King Magus wants to inflate his importance. Oh, fair. This is not the Ursa, this is Bant control. Amulet or untapped land would be the best possibilities for us here. Amulet or untapped land. Okay. That's like not the worst. Am I gonna flash this end step? I don't think I am. Just chill me down to 1. Next turn, Titan Destroy. Nice. Deck was good with Oko, that's a fact. Oh yeah. Spell Pierce OP? The classic Field of Ruin Path to Exile strategy. Force of Vigor? Force of Negation, sorry. I think I go get Coding here. Nice mana. Bant Ponza. Bant Ponza feels bad, man. For real. One, two, three, four, 5, 6. So we can Titan plus Coding here. For 1 mana, they can't counter this guy. Oh, we're gonna see the path in response to the trigger. Oh, classic. Such a classic. I think this is a Karn matchup, right? I think this is a Karn match. So I don't need to set up another Titan because Karn is going to win this one. They can have Force here, which would be a little bit annoying, but that means they go down to 1 card. And if they Wrath, that's actively good for me, so I want them to Wrath. So I think I destroy the Breeding Pool. Memon had a mono blue Ponza list she was playing about a year ago. Just really Boomerang Lance. It was pretty cool, but definitely not very good. Yeah, I can see that. Okay. Uro's good. Bug is good. Explosive is an answer to Ashiok. This is an answer to Ashiok. Karn, Destroyer of Shit mana bases, yeah. It's funny, like, I really would like to see what my opponent's hand was. Because like I think they had triple Ashole, but I just had a card, so so their mana wasn't very good. Hey, the Lucian Devil, how you doing? Welcome. Is it correct to cite the same Mojo direction as controlled against this? Probably. Like they just lost to Karn, so maybe it's a little bit more correct. If you don't see Karn, then it's not. If you are 100% sure that they have a Karn, then yes. In reality, that was Nissan trophy. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah. I am for dried from this list. Will report back after a trip to TCG player. Well, would you like to get some free value when you go to TCG player? Because if you are into free value, I recommend you check out my TCG player affiliate link. This hand sounds good. I'm into it. Ever consider counting down on Dryas and Borderline Choke? No. No. Yeah, let's just not do that one. Hey, Chronic, welcome. We need lands here, unfortunately, so we're going to go with Bordos Garrison. It's turn 2 field, turn 3 cavern into... I guess they're going to answer the field. That sucks. They can feel my field now. Oh no. Loving the Naya lands list. Make more lands happen. Thank you, Chaotix. Yeah, that deck is super fun. I enjoy it a lot. Alright. Wait for it. No minus. Good job, opponents. Respect. I think I'm actually going to protect the field over there. Big brain OP? Yeah, exactly. The fairy. Okay. Oh no, opponent! No! You have disappointed me, opponent. Oh no. I wonder if it might have been just correct to play the Dryad again. I think that trying to slam the card when my opponent can only have the force there while they are just tapped out of like cryptic command and stuff. So this has to mean that they have a second dash up, the fact that they started to minus. Mentor. Give me that explosives, and you need explosives for 3. Should be 1 in my deck. Yep. Big Teferi is a problem. Big Teferi, big time a problem. Unless I draw engineered explosives, in which case that should be GG's. This gives me a zombie. Only card of relevance is... Okay, so this has to mean... So they're going to Wrath here. They're going to Wrath. But maybe -1 is right, I know. Maybe. Alright, Path my Dryad. Get a land, get a zombie. What else you got? You know what's shit about companion? When you sideboard, you may not be able to use a companion anymore, and people will have a very hard time. Remember that? That's fair. Okay, so here we're going to field copy, the Suba copy my field. Now the question is, do I play the Titan here or not? I think I kind of have to. Oh, I should have activated Sunhome there. Whoops. That was a mistake. I think I play it. If my opponent shouldn't have had to waste the path to exile and Azusa if their Ashiok were at 5. But they did, because they minus their Ashiok for no reason. Okay, so they 100% have a second one here. Yeah, they do have a second one. Should we pact... in response? I don't think we do. Attack me, please. Yeah, core mechanics seem like a judge's nightmares. Yeah, they do. They do. Especially the mutate is a mess. Mutate is an absolute mess. So we're out of basics. If my opponent gets another one, we have one basic left here. This mentor's doing a lot of work. Explosives is still in the deck. If we top deck explosives and they don't have the counter, we just win. Maybe they choose that back bestow instead. It's a cool idea. Just the execution seems like a little bit. I think it's just gonna be one of those mechanics that it's just a nightmare to explain, but like in practice, it will work just fine. I remember there was the one unset that had a mechanic that was like this. In that, if you read it, it kind of made no sense, but if you thought about it, like once you played with the cards, it actually made sense. All right, the field is gone. No, partido puedo llegar a creérmelo, pero lo de 3 pactos en la primera de 3 titanes y en esta lo mismo. Huele a quemado. Juega tú solo con tu mierda de deck. Ahora no llores por el chat. Then they disconnected. That's really funny. You got some Spanish salt in there. That's good value. Salt. What does it mean? In a game, I can believe it, but having 3 packs in the first one and 3 titans, and same one in this one, it smells like burnt. Play by yourself with your shit deck now, and now you don't cry in the chat. That's what it says. Some good value salt in there. They just mad because you bugged them. I try to teach people. How many times have I said on stream, don't minus your Ashioks? How many times have I said on stream, it's not good for you to minus your Ashiok. You should probably consider not doing it, or at least think about it. and try to see if the upside is worth the downside. Tell me, chat, was the downside worth the upside? Path to X on my title. It doesn't matter. That this is not what the match is about anymore. What I would like to see, we have one more Primetime and one Dryad. Exactly. They also run Uro, and they're not milling themselves. I don't know. For whatever reason, I just find it very frustrating. Is that Archmage's Charm? This is even lethal now? My blue pact is gone, so I can't transmute for that. I can transmute for engineered explosives. I suspect that they have to have cryptic command though. They just traded a mentor like that. So we have one more zombie end step. The best part about my opening solid enough on living and work clone is I can watch you for value. That's good stuff. That's good stuff there. I like that, Stabs. I like that. Killing Ashiok's lead to the dark side. The dark side has cookies. Okay. I mean, I cannot really say no to cookies. Let the anger flow through me. Yeah, I don't know, man. It really... I don't know. I just don't get it. I just really don't get it. Because I see it play out over and over and over again. I see it play out exactly the same thing. The same way. Right? Like my opponent milled a bunch of my things and it didn't matter. If they had played their first Ashiok and they had left it at 5, I would have certainly have lost this game. I would have lost to their triple Planeswalker setup. Plus Monastery Mentor. Like, they had everything to win this game. They had everything to win this game. And they just minus the Ashiok, and then I resolved that Titan, and it was just over. It's just like, don't you think about it. Like, you need to be really, really sure that the mill plan is going to work. You need to be very sure that the mill plan is going to work. Cool Uro. It's a cool Uro you got there. He doesn't really have to use it. It's clearly low. I mean, apparently. It just seems so obvious to me. I don't know. Maybe it's because I have played the matchup much more than other people. And I have seen this happen over and over and over and over again. But honestly, just in paper, it makes sense for things to work out that way. I don't know. Maybe I just shouldn't care as much, but... Punish an opponent earlier, he minus on me with Ashiok, I slam Dread and used to layer on it with my colorless green and killed Ashiok. If he didn't minus, it would have been a 1. Exactly, that's the point. Like, 5 and 4 is such a different number. If my opponent's first Ashiok had been at 5, then I just couldn't have answered it. And if I answered it, they would have had a second one. I would have been absolutely fucked if that had happened. If I spent all of those resources to try to answer the Ashiok, and then this is turn 3 Karn on the draw, though. We can do better than this. I would have been in such a worse spot. Such a worse spot. But I was fine, because somehow my opponent just didn't want to win, apparently. What do I think of Kinan? Is that the preview that came up today? This is Science Keep? Yeah, 100%. I mean, we can top deck any bounce land. We can top deck any steerings too. We have a lot of options here. This shows my hand, but like I really don't care. Like I'd rather not take the damage. I think it's much more important for me to not take the 2 damage that this breeding pool is gonna deal me than for my opponent to know that now I drew one of my lands, one of the lands that I need. It's probably Jundo, I imagine. Ah, Jundo. Bounce land? Sweet. So this Azusa is going to die, right? And I would like to beat Liliana if at all possible. So I just make my land drops. How do I beat Liliana? 1, 2, 3. Bounce this. Replay this. Transmute for a bounce land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can just play out all my lands. So the Azusa is going to die 100%. I'm just trying to see what the worst case scenario is. Liliana or K-Command. Those are the worst case scenarios. I think I just want to play all my lands out. Now the question is, do I transmute this for a bounce land? Yeah, we're 1 mana short of Titan, so that's not an option. And if I just... I can transmute for a castle? If I transmute for a castle, that doesn't add up. Here I'm gonna transmute for a castle. Oh, I fucked up. I had to bounce this. Whoops. I misclicked there. That was a punt. That was a punt. Okay, so I'm just going to transmit for a castle here then. I guess we can transmit for another bounce land. That's just better, right? Yeah, it's actually a lot better. Yeah, let's do this. This is a lot better. This allows me to play... Yeah, so by making a mistake, I actually arrived at a better line. So this is worse against specifically Call Against Command, which they only play 1 or 2 copies of. But it's better against Liliana. It's better against them getting back Croxa. It's better against all of those things. It's worst against specifically Inquisition of Coastal. Like, it's also better against removal. So it's better against a ton of things. Like, now my opponent needs to time walk themselves. Yeah, so now it's game over. Yeah, so sweet. By misclicking, I arrived at a significantly better line, which is funny. So that's cool. 1, 2, and 3. And you're seeing here all the stuff that I'm talking about, right? Like how I'm playing my cards, how I'm using the 2 button to not need to hit the OK, and how much time I'm saving and how much quicker I am going through my combo by using the 2 button. Of course, I'm doing this after many years of doing this, right? Like it's not that like the first day that I put Amulet on Magic Online that I was killing my opponents like this. But yeah, it definitely shows like the stuff that we talked about in the very first part of the stream. Anti-punt. Accidental anti-punt. Yeah, it's the best kind of anti-punts. Bloodbraid. Goif. Can never beat this, basically, right? Just never ever beat it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Guess we're still playing this game. Okay. If we're still playing this game, I'm going to continue playing this game, I guess. I forget about the bingo. Oh, the bingo is good value. The bingo is good value. My opponent must be thinking, yeah, I think I got this. All right. No Dryad? I mean, I could have gone for Dryad, or I could have gone for another Titan. It's whatever. We're winning anyway. Just choose your own adventure. we cannot lose that game. Just choose however you want to win. Which one is the most fun way for you to win? Choose that one. They are on the meteor hits your house plan. It's a good plan. It's a good plan. They kept 7. That's pretty scary. This can find the Karn, so I think it's worth it to hold on to it. Honestly, they should take the Explorer with this. Man. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Inquisition again. What was the first prize for the? Yeah, honor. Yeah, you want like all the honor. So much honor was given out that day, and you won it all, Stabs. You won it all. Yeah, that card would have been great for us right there. Oh, they don't have a second land, and they kept 7. Oh my god. Can you imagine playing Amulet and not being as lucky as I am? Can you imagine that, chat? Would be crazy. It would be crazy. I'm definitely going to just plus on nothing here. We move to 6. Opponent keeps 7. Opponent goes turn 1 Inquisition, turn 2 Inquisition. We still play a card on turn 2. Damping Sphere! Oh, my opponent played a Damping Sphere, chat. My opponent played a Damping Sphere. Boop. Thought sees me. You got it. You want to double spell this turn? Oh, that's right. You have a Damping Sphere. That is right. So, do we care? I think we care about the green source more than the red source. They could have, like, pillage, I guess. They can draw Liliana, but that doesn't matter. Hey, they can have something. That's a Ren. I think I'm gonna share some wisdom with my opponent. I guess we can just Sky Sovereign, kill the Ren. We can boat him. Boating them sounds good. Ready for departure. Destination death. Liliana? Oh no. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. You're at 5 opponents. Thank you. Thank you so much, Stabs, for the cheer. This is good stuff. This is good stuff. We're having fun here. We're having fun, right? Are we? Yeah, I'm offering my opponent free shipping. Oh, that's great. That's great. That is... Oh, Fulminator Mage. Oh, that's right. That's right. Ah. Can't even push it. Nope. Imagine not playing the Bolt Titanic in 2020. I know. Who would ever not want a boat? Who would ever not want to boat? Learned earlier the fun way to boat can hit Planeswalker upon was perplex how he died. Yo, yeah. Oh, yeah. Turn 1 Inquisition, turn 2 Inquisition, turn 3 Damping Sphere. Whoops. Are cards still $1 million? The person I was wearing them from wanted them back. Let me see real quick. They are 37 ticks currently, so effectively $1 million, yeah. Can I do the vote sound again? Oh yeah, this is my favorite addition to the soundboard in a really, really long time. It's awesome. We're gonna ship this in, it's too slow. Okay, so this is a turn 4 Titan with Dryad. Into it. I think what we bottom is the field. Boat emote would be lit. That's a good one. That's a good one. That's a clearly one on top of the list. Humans. All right. Strikes me as a solid pickup. So I guess we take the forest here, right? Which is weird, but I think it makes sense. Because now, even if the Dryad gets answered, we should still have access to Titan mana next turn. So next turn we can go this plus this. Let's see if my opponent is like a mind reader or something and they name Dryad here. These plays are not legit. Oh wow, look at that. Look at that, my opponent is a genius. So we're gonna play an Amulet, and we're gonna play a Forest, and we're gonna say go. Do I have the John Cena soundboard? No. If you would like me to add stuff to the soundboard, I would love it. So shoot me your ideas. So we can Titan next turn, unless my opponent has either another Meddling Mage, a Phantasmal Image, or Thalia. Oh, we do have the Surprise Motherfucker.
Surprise, motherfucker!
Let's see what they have here. Mantis Rider, Militia Bugler. We can beat this unless they find Vile. What kills me here? Vile. No, Vile is in play. Duh. I'm talking about Meddling Mage or Phantasmal Image. That sucks. We did draw the Stronghold, so if we draw a white source, we can actually activate and kill that Phantasmal Image. So we just need a white source. I mean, that Bugler drawing my opponent into the redundant melee mage was kind of gas, honestly. Opponent's going off. Both songs are just great EV. I agree with that. I don't want to click the link because if it's actually like a song with credits, like with basically if it's oh wow, jeez, we're super dead. If it's a song that is copyright protected, then we actually they're going to like I cannot monetize my video in YouTube and I can't do stuff. Yeah, copyright infringement. So unfortunately, I can't. So this is just too fast of a clock. If we had infinite time, I think we would be able to win here because we can eventually kill this. But unfortunately, that's not the case. So my opponent's draw was just absurdly perfect. It's ridiculous how perfect my opponent's draw was. But that's fine. Ghost Squatter, Steerings, Explore. It also has an impact on partnership, right? I don't know about that. Maybe it does. Would have cast Titan too if it weren't for you meddling kids. Exactly. Stupid meddling kids. I like this hand though. We're gonna go turn 1 field, turn 2 Amulet into Steerings. Take it from there. Twitch rarely cares though. But I mean, I'm trying to go for it, right? I'm trying to make a go at making partners. So like I don't want to hinder my abilities to do it, basically. And if it's anything that can strike me negatively in any way, shape, or form, then I'd rather not do that. Like, you know. We have to get Simic Growth Chamber here. We don't have second green yet. Partner, yeah. We'd rather hear the music. Oh, thank you, thank you. No, but I mean, I'm very much into like memes and stuff, and meme songs are great. But you know, also in terms of YouTube, you know, that's really annoying. Like this card is super bad in the matchup, but like it's randomly good right now, which really sucks. So we're gonna play Simic here and bounce the field. And next turn we can either use Chrome Diversity to transmute for an explosives, or we can use it to cast our Primeval Titan if my opponent doesn't find a meddling mage. Could also play every country's national anthem. Yep, I could also play songs by like Bach and that kind of stuff. They of course have the meddling mage. Does that allow me to 1, 2, 3 Azusa 1, 2 1, 2, 3 1, 2 1, 2 1, 2. Okay, so I should have enough in theory. So what is the best way to sequence this? The best way to sequence this is to play... I'm trying to play around Dismember. So we play this, we float blue, we use colorless green to play Azusa, we have blue floating, we play Field of the Dead. That triggers though. Okay, so I cannot play around it, basically. I cannot play around it. Like if my opponent gets me, they get me, I think. That Azusa draw was very good though. Don't have the Dismember though. They have the Dismember. Wow, they literally had everything. They had literally everything. That's insane. Are they gonna have another freebooter or a meddling mage? Are they gonna have that too? What's funny, when humans name something not necessarily right when you were playing Neoran. That's funny. Classic draw Azusa. Sit up in chair, take a deep breath, do math. Yeah, there was no way for us to play around that, unfortunately. Like all of our lands would trigger Amulet, so... Have you seen the new lands with triple color cycling and fetchable? No, I have not seen that. You have to be kidding me! They just have everything? Alright, boat me up, deck. Boat me up, like it's the least thing that you can do. Just boat me up, please. This is absolutely ridiculous. Boat. And now the boat is just not fast enough. Jesus. They have the 1, 2, 3. They had absolutely everything exactly when they needed it. If they had been missing any one of these pieces, then I would have won this game. They're good at playing the matchup. They know how to draw meddling mages. Yep. They are very good at that. And their last card is a Mantis Rider. Wow. So now I have no outs. So I can draw the Dryad and also the... I cannot do the Dryad and also the Valakut. Wow, that was very impressive from our opponent. Like there was no... Like my hands were fine both games, but there's no way we could have won that game. We could have won either game. Like there was no sequencing thing that we could have done different. Like my opponent just needed to have every single part of the puzzle, and they did. If they didn't have the Dismember, we would have won. If they hadn't had the second meddling mage, or they hadn't had the freebooter, or they hadn't had the clock, I guess I guess that they didn't need the clock. The clock was kind of like gravy, but Timor Triland. Are there Trilands? Island Mountain Plains. Enters the battlefield tapped. Cycling 3. That's some really good fixing. This hand is very slow, unfortunately. This hand is a lot better. So let's keep this one. Gonna bottom the basic forest. They all enter tapped. Yeah, but it's like, it's still like really powerful, right? Name Giant. Play Amulet. Majid bounced EOT to cycle to extra draw. Breeding Pool tapped. Is this like Bant control or something? Looks like Bant control. Oh, just Uroza. Uroza. If I backed for Azusa, I cannot cast Karn, so I guess it's not worth it. Had someone giving me some salt earlier about why Amulet isn't banned yet? People gonna salt. Fetching Nantes will pair 1 or 2. Yeah. So next turn my opponent is going to have 4 mana, so I guess that I should play this on Giant. And pass the turn. Drawing 2 cards a turn is pretty good though. it's pretty good. So I guess next turn, if they tap out, that's pretty easy. We just tighten them. But if they don't tap out, I guess we just jam a Karn. And if it gets countered, it gets countered. Annoying. That is fine. Then we're just going to continue making our land drops. Hey Sam, how's it going? Someone is going to try and make a coalition victory deck in Modern now? I hope so. I don't know who, but somebody's going to do it. I hope that somebody does, yes. Having so many lands and enter the battlefield tapped in Modern. Yeah, I don't think these lands are going to be Modern playable. Honestly. They don't strike me as being Modern staples, but... For you, Uroza deck is one of the best in Modern? Yes. This deck right here. Cryptic. So they're drawing a cryptic, so we cannot really mess around here, unfortunately. Oh, shit. What we can do, however, is we can play a Karn. Which seems solid. Destroy that. Find Amulet number 2. I didn't want to find Amulet number 2 with an explosives in play, right? I know they're drawing a cryptic. 5-color Nip 2 Lights No Control Coalition. That sounds like a great deck name. Chromat was great back in the day. That's really back in the day. Hella back in the day. So they can play the explosives for 1. They can cryptic, bounce my Karn, but they can't activate. They're 1 short of activating. They're gonna get an Uro here instead. I guess that if they... No, that doesn't work. So they still have the cryptic in hand. So these pacts don't really do anything just yet. So the best draw is probably something like that, exactly. Exactly, so we're gonna name Nymph to play around Rebuke. Destroy that. And I guess that we can steerings here. So if I get sick on the Amulet, my opponent can bounce 4 mana to bounce Karn. They can't Gallblast it. I think I'm going to have the Amulet, but I'm not going to play it out just now, just yet. Can play it out next turn, have more mana. It will happen though, Nip missing Coalition. It could be. It would certainly be exciting. I would be into it. So they're going to put the Gallblast on top. Okay. They don't have red mana, so they need another fetch land. That one does not fix their color issue. I guess they can like bounce the Karn. Uroza. Well, that gives them a lot of mana. Things are getting a little bit more problematic now. We're gonna Cryptic Bounce the Karn and then Galvanic Blast the Dryad. That seems like the move. Okay. Oh, they're just gonna attack down the Emry. Okay. But now if they tap out, they die. Gilded Goose. Okay. They tapped out and have no cards in hand, while they know that I have a second Amulet in hand. Courageous. Francisco, why do you like card in Amulet? It doesn't seem like it does the thing, you know? It doesn't seem too great. I don't think it's very good and blah 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 blah, because you know this thing and this other thing, and like it just doesn't get, you know, it's not synergistic, and you know, it's just like it doesn't you know. Embrace the card life, baby. Is this enough? Do I even need this much? It's one. Yeah, this is fine. So we're gonna do Gruul, Turf, Castle. Oh, I actually... No, that's fine. We're fine. You're at 22, opponent. You have 6 power worth of blockers. Okay, cool. $22, 6 power worth of blockers. Okay, okay. I think we're good here. So we're gonna get Sanctuary and Valakut. We could have even done like some Dryad stuff, but this is lethal just the same. Whee! Whee! It's gonna be cool when he's like 80. Back in my days, we played a 6-mana card core Primeval Titan. Oh. What makes you think that I won't be playing Primeval Titan when I'm 80? That's your mistake. You underestimate my powers. Summoner's Pact is kind of awkward in this matchup on post-hybrid games, mostly because of Ashiok. Everyone in chat is secretly brewing Coalition victory right now, yeah, for real. Niveless control deck. Got an awesome new pair of headphones from better today, real good sound quality, and I've been listening to your music, and I have to say it's... Oh, thank you! Thank you so much, Octopus Doom, and happy birthday to you! Happy birthday. I like living dangerously, but not that dangerously, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? There's a limit to how just how dangerously I like to live. The one of Snow-Covered Forest. Okay, I'm leading on Amulet here because I don't know why. Maybe I should have led on turn 1 steerings or turn 1 dismember for the goose. I don't like goose destroying the goose though. This seems so much better as a dismember target. Looking for a bounce land here. Of the green variety, thank you very much. And I think we just main phase this dismember right now. They can rebuke, but that costs them the food, which means that next turn I cannot get Uroza exactly. And also the rebuke is down, so now they can't counter my Karn next turn. And not getting Uroza is kind of like step number 1 in this matchup. So here comes the Lab. And I'm slamming Karn right here, I think. It can get deprived, which would suck, but we have a second one. Yeah, deprive puts them back 1 more land drop. So next turn we're gonna be able to Karn again. We cannot get Uroza. And we can Karn yet 1 more time, and then on the following turn we can prime time. Yeah, we still need to slug through this counter magic, but I don't want to say that we're in a good spot, but we're not in a bad spot either. Okay. Definitely destroying the food there. And now my opponent needs to use resources to answer my Karn, and hopefully that means that they won't have resources to answer my Primeval Titan. And Uroza exactly this turn could be problematic. Damping Sphere. It's quite annoying actually. What are our options here? We have access to 5 mana. We could both, but we run into 2 issues. Issue number 1 is Galvanic Blast. Issue number 2 is counter magic. We cannot, I guess we can get Galvanic Blasted because of the food, which is annoying. I think we both. Galvanic Blast would be pretty brutal, I'm not gonna lie, but I think that boating right here is the line. Like my opponent can only have exactly Metallic Rebuke to get me. So I think boat is the answer. The only problem with boating here is the fact that I'm not gonna be like I'm gonna need to find a red source for a green source in order to cast this. But if this resolves, this is like our way out of here. And now I think I want to kill the Emery. Yeah, both kills Emery, that's true, but like that doesn't really do that much for us. If we manage to plus on the boat, I think we're gonna be in a good spot. Second damping sphere, you got it. They can get by cryptic here, which I assume they will. Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's... I'm not using the vote command because the vote hasn't gotten there just yet. It's doing stuff, but it hasn't gotten there just yet. Like, if my opponent has an Ursa here, we're actually in a lot of trouble here. Also, I said here like 500 times, but... Any colored source allows me to explosives for 2. They have the Ursa, that is really problematic for us. Really problematic for us. We do have the explosives that we can play for 0. Let's see what the last card in hand is. They have a cryptic. Or they're just spinning Ursa. Engineered explosives doesn't do anything. You kill something with the voice. Okay. I will use the boat. And the boat is order. It's a great boat. It's a great boat. Alright, what's my opponent doing over here? Explosives for 1. So I think we're just going to sweep zeros here. We sweep zeros and we kill the Gilded Goose. So that doesn't do anything. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play the Garrison, I'm gonna bounce the Vestige. This gives me mana for next turn, and we can Wormcoil next turn, actually. Actually, oof, I want to blow this up right now because it takes my opponent off a considerable amount of mana, so seems worth blowing up right now. Bye-bye, Construct. What is this going to be? Aptic Cryptic? That's a Cryptic command. We're proud to hit keys with this. My opponent is down to 7 too. Okay, so my opponent drew a Cryptic there. Opponent plays Pokemon, we play both. Is it a Sailor Moon game? That's good stuff. I enjoy that. All right, so we're gonna plus here. And my opponent kinda has to do something about this boat. Are probably gonna bounce the boat. They could also tap and bounce Mystic Sanctuary. That's another line. I wish. Tap all creatures, draw a card. Okay. So no bouncing. That's kind of good for us. So I'm going to Vesuva, my opponent's forest. Value. So Whiffsky, that was Whiffsky. So next turn, my opponent is gonna get boated again. It's crazy how much work this boat has done since you started using it. It is kind of crazy, honestly. It is kind of crazy. It has been very, very good. You got an Uro that you cannot flash back. Boat is in the shopping cart. Yeah, for real. Vesuva Forest is kind of PogChamp there, right? They cannot double spell because of Damping Sphere. Like they need to pay 2 extra for the 3-mana Astrolabe. The good old 3-mana Astrolabe. You're gonna get me? Maybe? Have you ever been so good at the game? Like, ever. They could bounce my land, but if they bounce my land, then like whatever. Duh. We can get gusted, but that's about it. That's also another amazing thing about Karn. The Karn package is just like, you don't care. You just don't care about like Aether Gust and all of these cards that otherwise blow you away. Like Ashiok. Ashiok, really? Ashiok? We don't care about Ashiok. Ashiok doesn't do anything. Wait, what happened there? They didn't get a Shock Land and they didn't get a Mystic Sanctuary either. Oh, so this is just Desperation Mode. If it's Desperation Mode, why the hell would they fetch? It's so much better for them to spin and like get a land off the Uroza. Isn't it? Or am I missing something? This is an Ursa spin. Uro Titan of Nature's Wrath. Go ahead, opponent. Play your fun card. aboard! All aboard the boat of destruction. Have you ever boated them so hard, chat? Boated them so hard. I don't know how to finish that sentence even. I don't even know how to finish that sentence. Is the boat performing well? Yes. Yes, it really is. It's been extremely good. Just like the whole card package has been stellar. It has been overperforming over and over again. Like just every time that we drew the card package in that entire league, it was just like what is my opponent gonna do? Like what are they gonna do? Bolt has been really good. Super happy with it. Super happy with it. Can a mod or someone take out 2 O's in the last toot of the boat command? It'll sit much clearer with Franz chat sidebar. Well, I mean, it fits. It sounds good here, right? Oh, it's the sidebar. I see what you're saying now. Yeah. What's next in the docket? I think we're just going to play another league with this. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to like and subscribe. And yeah, we're just gonna keep on boating some people right here. Hell yeah. See you later. Bye bye.